Hello, people of the internet. I made some goofy things. So this week on our Instagram stories, we had a pull up for Loaf Cat edition. I had on there like a bee or a moth, some sort of fruit, Loaf Cat, and I don't remember what the other one was. There was another one. There was like 3, and then the last one was a horror one. And the horror one, oddly, was the one that won out. What a surprise. So I decided, because I had free reign of whichever character I wanted to make, and I have another one that I want to make, and if you're watching this and you crochet, maybe you can help me. So I decided to go with a ghost face one. So he has like a little ridge all the way around, and then I made like an extra chin and like the eyeballs, and of course he still has a butt. Yeah, I love how this turned out. I think he looks hilarious. His ears ended up being a little bit rounder than like what I had initially anticipated, just simply because of when I did the pattern around the face. I just did it in like the front loops, which then also causes an issue with the ears. I didn't really think about that, but I was already as where it was, so I just like added the ears in, and then they ended up, I wanted to make them a little bit larger, but then they ended up a little bit more like round, which I'm not mad at. Like, I think he's super cute, and like, I mean, I think you get the idea that he's Ghostface. Not Ghostface. Anyways, but I think he's hilarious. I love how his little chin worked out. Yeah. Over the moon happy with this like little mod that I did. So all like is really only the face that I changed. So I made I started out the face just white, went all the way around, and then just before the ears came in, I did a chain what did I do? I did all back loops for around, and then I went around front loops only with a black, and I believe I did a half double crochet around the front. If I do it again, like if this sells at our market and I want to make another one, I think I would do still the half double, but probably only up until like about like here, and then I would switch into like a double crochet all the way around, just so I get a little bit more of a peak, because it is just a little flat here. I know it's hard to see because it's just all black, but there's a bit of a ridge, but there's just not quite enough of a ridge, but like, I mean, you know who it's supposed to be if you know the character. I mean, I suppose there are people out there that might not know, but I feel like most people would. But yeah, I was really happy. And then the other thing that I worked on this week that I didn't have a pattern for, so he's a little weird, but I think he's hilarious. I made a little walking toy ghost, but I did his hands up too high, so they kind of just end up looking like ears, but I think it's also hilarious. But he does walk. I was really happy. Oops. I'm sorry, that is right beside the mic. If that's awful, I will put in some other music. But yeah, he does. I'm gonna put him down there. He does walk, and then like there we go. You can't really see his like feet, but it is just like the little walkie things, so it's super cute. But yeah, I'm definitely going to make another one of these, but I'm going to put the arms down lower, or maybe just not do arms. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If I were to I would put them down here instead, because when I put the mechanism is just like this guy here, so when I put in his eyes kind of like hooked up on top of this. But like, it's super cute. These ones, I think I just ordered them off of like AliExpress or something like that. But all I would suggest is, because I've seen people use the walking things before and be like, oh, they don't work, is just before you crochet it into a project, is just to make sure that it works. These ones so far have been pretty good. They came in like all in bubble wrap and stuff like that, so they shipped pretty good and they shipped pretty fast, which was nice. But these ones do walk quite well. And like, because again, I've seen some people that have made like little guys. This one's a little deformed, but I just wanted to show you because I thought he was so really well. His eye, like, he's not, the other thing too is that you have to, with the little walking guys, they can't be too heavy because they're only so big. So if they're too heavy, like if you use too thick of a yarn or like make too big of a creature, like it's just gonna like fall over and be like, this is too much, why won't you let me tie? Ha ha ha. So but this guy seems to be like light enough, but yeah, he is probably like, it starts like under there, so like that is just all stuffed. But it works well, and it like, it's not going to come off. And then just around where the, if you can see that, if my thing will focus. Yeah, so where the little winder part is I just like chained 2 stitches and then pulled it across to like stitch into the other side. And then at the bottom I did a bobble stitch. So I did a like a 5 bobble stitch. That makes sense. I don't know. And then just like a slip stitch and then a bobble stitch and a slip stitch, bobble stitch, slip stitch, bobble stitch. I think it worked out really well. The yarn that I used is kind of an odd color. It looks better on camera. Ooh, there we go. Looks better on camera, but like in person, it's a little dingy looking. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I think it looks dingy to me because it's like, it's more of a cream and less of a, like a bright white, if that makes sense. It's this white in the background. So it like, it really reflects the light. So it picks up well on camera and makes it look more white in camera. But in person, it has like a bit of a yellow tone to it. So there is that. What else did I do this week? Oh yeah, I also went to Michael's and I found this yarn from Loops and Threads. It's their Textured Twist acrylic blend. This one, do they have a color? No, it's just a number. So it's 09009. Very creative. But I love the colors in this. I'm so excited to make some spooky creatures out of this. I want to make some like weird octopus pumpkin guys. If that makes sense. And then I got this one that's also very like, very fall color. This one is color 09031. Ooh. There is a, it's sneaky in here. So this one is their burnt orange and this one is glow. So burnt orange and glow. They're really pretty. And then the other one that I got because I had to. I've been avoiding it for a really long time, but I got some Sweet Snuggles Light. They're weird, like flower yarn, Chanel yarn stuff. I don't know what the name of it is. This is Antique Rose Bloom. But yeah, I look at this all the time and I'm like, I want to make ghosts out of this. And this year we have like 3 like spooky time markets that we're going to be in, and so I need to have a bunch of things, and like the like, I feel like it's just funny. Maybe I'm old, I don't know. But I feel like it's just funny that like when you see ghosts that are like, it's your mom's sheets color. Or not color, but like pattern. So I definitely want to make some ghosts out of those. Maybe some ghost keychains, maybe some ghost walkers, but not with weird ears. This is what happens when you're like, I really want to make something at night, but I'm not sure what I want to make. I'm gonna make this weird ghost on a walker thing, and this is what happens. To talk about, their name is Not Your Grandma's Stitches. They just had like a big like yarn sale, so I got some yarn from them. I'm gonna be picking it up like in a couple of days. I'm really excited. Everything came through really fast, and I was like, yay, I'm so excited. But it's really exciting to me because they actually carry the Premier Parfait chunky line. I believe they have all of the like base regular, and apparently they restock fairly quickly, which is also really awesome. So in my order, I did get some Barnett blanket yarn because they had it on for a really good price, and we'll speak about that a little bit more later. But they also had the Premier Basic Chanel Bright yarns. So I got a green and I got a purple. I'm really excited to check them out. I think they are going to be more like the blanket yarn, less the Chanel, like the really softy Chanel, but we'll see next week, won't we? Yeah, I'll show it off. But it's really exciting that there is a vendor in Canada that sells the Premier yarn, because there is very few that do. And also, if you're local to BC, they have local pickup, which is so awesome, because like, I like the yarn, but I don't want to pay like $30 in shipping. So having somebody local, if you live local, is really, really awesome. And also supporting local is awesome. So if you are looking for the Premier yarn, also this isn't sponsored. This is just like, I found them. They're part of one of my like crochet yarn groups that I'm a part of. Yeah, like they're awesome. They respond really quickly to any inquiries and stuff like that. It's been a joy dealing with them and interacting with them and stuff. So yay, I'm so excited to go pick up my order. But so the other reason that I was ordering yarn, not just because I was ordering yarn, but so this year for my Halloween costume, which I needed to start working on it a while ago, but it is what it is. It's been busy. I am going to make a chainsaw because I want to be Ash from Evil Dead. And I got an awesome chainsaw pattern from Stitches. Oh, I can't remember the name. I'll put the name up here. Sorry. Anyways, I'll put the name up here, and the pattern. So it's a chainsaw pattern. I'm really excited. I'm going to probably just make one up so that I can get all the mistakes in like one. I'll just make it in some like acrylic yarn or something like that so I can make it up quickly. And then I got yarn for this pattern specifically. I got the Barnett blanket, the Vapor Gray, and then I wanted to get their like, I think it's called Racer Red or Wagon Red or something like that, but it wasn't in stock. So the next one was the Weathered Red, which I feel like it'll be good. It'll just be a little bit more weathered. Hopefully it'll be okay. I mean, I think people will get the idea. But I'm really excited to make this crocheted chainsaw. I'm so excited. The pattern looks really awesome. I've seen it pop up on my feed a couple of times, and so I'm so excited. And it also uses this meshy stuff, so I'll get the ability to use the meshy stuff again, which also, speaking of which, I haven't made any more progress on my mimic chest, but I will. I just don't know when. That poor mimic chest. I worked so hard on the outside. You know, sometimes that happens. I will get back to it. It will happen. One of these days it will happen. And then I'm really excited. So this week, the pattern that we've voted for is the Frankenstein octopus. I will put the pattern name up here if you want to check it out. I made a couple of these last year and I really, really loved them. So I'm excited to make them again. I think I only made like one last year because I was really limited in the amount of time that I had. So I'm really excited to make more of them. And then also, like I said, I'm going to make some pumpkin octopuses as well. Because our last market that we had, we did the Vancouver Pride, and oh my god, it was so much fun. Had so much fun. Everybody that was there, it was a blast. It was so nice to meet all of the people that came through. And then we had, because it was a 2-day event, we had people that came back the next day bringing their friends and being like, you need to get this, or whatever it was. So it was so nice for that. We were like in our little tent and it was smoking hot, but we made it through. And we did really well. We had so much fun there. I know there were some vendors that were disappointed in their sales versus like last year versus this year. For us, because we're still fairly new at doing markets, this is our second year of markets, we're like, we did really well. So we'll see how the rest of the year goes. I know everybody's budget is tight and it's hard. It is so awesome to have people support, even if you're not buying something, even if you just like you follow or you share our stuff with your friends, like that's awesome. Like that means a lot to us too. So like please don't count that out. Like sharing and telling people about us is awesome. So yeah, that's my little rant. But yeah, so this week, and also we have another market coming up. We got approached from another coordinator. Sorry about that. We got approached from another coordinator to do an event in New West, so in BC, Canada, New Westminster. It's called Fridays on Front, and so it's like down on the like boardwalky area in New West, down on Front Street there. So yeah, so we're getting ready for that. That will be not this coming Friday, but the following, so August 16th. I'll put the information up there. But yeah, if you're local and you want to come check it out, please, we would love to see everybody. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.